Good morning. I hope Jimmy hasn't calmed down.
That was a nice pre-show.
It's always something. It's always something.
I'm not even hyperactive. I'm so livid. I literally can't move my jaw properly.
Well, you know, we bitch a lot on the show, or certainly I do, and certainly you guys jump on when it deems fit. A lot of people yesterday understand a little more now. One guy tweeted, he goes, when Gary came in yesterday to present the option, and then he puts the S part of options in parentheses.
Yeah, because it was.
He goes, I'm surprised. This tweet made me howl. I can't find it right now to give the guy credit. He goes, I'm surprised you guys don't bitch every day for 4 hours.
Yeah.
And then we wanted to just do a show today.
Yeah.
You know, just do a fucking show.
Yeah, we ripped apart everybody yesterday. We, I think, got a pretty good resolution to our Cleveland issue yesterday. So we were just going to move on and do a show, which I wanted to do. I was even thinking that last night. I'm like, we'll just go in and do a show.
Well, that's what I try to do now. Instead of let this bitching last, I get it out. And then, like yesterday, I kind of disappeared. I didn't tweet. I just kind of fucking wandered around by myself, minding my own business.
Exactly.
And I said, I'll start all nice and fresh today. And we were about to start our show, and we got a little tidbit of info. I'm laughing because Jimmy's so pissed. I got to be honest.
Isn't it terrible, to laugh because Jimmy's so pissed? But
I'm not even pissed because, of course, that happened, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. When I heard it, we'll talk about it, I was just like, Jesus Christ, these fucking idiots. And then Jimmy walked in, and when Jimmy heard it, he's just, what? What? And I'm like, oh, no.
Here we go again.
Honestly, it makes me want to leave. It makes me, and I don't bluff contractually.
Yeah.
It makes me go, you know what? They've been really good about certain things, but I can't function in an environment where incompetence.
No.
I hate fucking people who don't know how to do their job. Hate. I can't.
I'm trying.
Tell you how
much.
I'm
trying.
In any position. I said people.
Who's he talking about?
but in any industry.
Yeah.
I detest incompetence.
That's my biggest fucking problem, too. You know when I was staring at that incompetent fuck Gary yesterday?
Oh, my God.
When he was presenting the option, which wasn't much of an option because in the end, and we could get into that, too, we found the new venue for our Cleveland gig.
Absolutely.
I'm sure they'll try to take credit for it now, but we went to the phones and took care of our own problem like we do all the time. That's why I call them interns and babysitters, because in the end, we have to take care of everything. The words "I quit" were on the. I didn't even tell you guys this. I was so fucking pissed off. The words "I quit" were so close to being uttered.
That was it, really?
Yes, because I'm like, there's got to be a better way and a better place to be.
No, there's no better way around here.
It was the closest I've come in a while to just saying, you know what, I quit.
Fuck it. Yeah,
I quit. But then I calmed down. I'm good. I'm good today. I swear. I'm good. And. Sam, why don't you present to the show what you presented to us a mere few minutes ago, just before Jimmy walked in?
Well, I mean, you were talking about the Jason Segel quote from yesterday.
Love the Jason Segel, by the way.
Yeah.
Good fun interview yesterday. See, I'm gonna show some positivity.
We like Jason.
Jason's a friend of the show. He even after the interview, he looked at all of us and he goes, "Man, I'm bummed. I'm not going to see you guys for about a year."
Yeah. He's taking off.
He's taking a year off. He goes, "So I'll see you in about a year, man." And we're like, all right, enjoy your time off. And the Gary Marshall interview was awesome.
Fucking incredible. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you pick up on the one thing he said? And someone tweeted that.
About the VCR?
I was surprised. I was hoping someone picked up on it.
Yeah.
You go, people watch TV differently because they got DVRs. And he goes, and VCRs.
And VCRs. I heard Ron Bennington start the show yesterday, his show, with the fact that he loved it. He loved the Gary Marshall thing. But that's because that's got Ronnie written all over it.
Yeah, that was Ronnie's
the
interview.
old school guy, you know. So that was very cool to hear that Ronnie really liked the interview.
It was a great interview. And Gary Marshall is a very funny man. Yeah, he's 78 years old and sharp as a tack.
It was amazing.
But anyway, so, when these celebrities come in, we videotape just about all of them. And we're always looking for a little clip that we can maybe push out there.
Yeah.
Our job here is to have celebrities come in and we interview them and have a good interview and have fun. But there's a little side thing that happens, and I think everybody knows this with radio people. You hope something happens during the interview. Something is revealed that could make the news and give you a little heat. Everyone in radio is a press whore. We love getting press because it helps the show, and it helps the company you work for to get publicity.
And it helps you as an individual. Because you get a little more famous.
You feel like, a little more fame.
I feel a little
you feel
more
like
famous
you're doing
when I see my name on TV.
Right. Attached to a Hollywood story.
Right.
So that's kind of what, we do.
So we got one yesterday. Yeah. It's like fishing.
Right, it's fishing.
We could interview 20 celebrities, and you know what? We're not even going to get a bite. But every once in a while, you reel one in, and we reeled one in with Jason Segel yesterday. It wasn't a holy shit, oh my God moment,
enough. Or a humiliating thing at all.
But it was enough. It was probably, I would call it a small fish, but enough to push it out there and get a little publicity for the show,
columns,
for Sirius XM, and for ourselves.
TMZ, perhaps.
What would Tyler Durden do.com?
What would Tyler Durden do? It would have made all those great sites.
And what it was Jason Segel in the paper yesterday morning. There was a picture snapped of him and Michelle Williams.
It was in the paper.
In the paper, and he didn't look too happy that they caught him. But it turns out that Jason Segel is absolutely dating Michelle Williams, and the reason we know that, and everyone else has been trying to figure out, are they friends? Was this a coincidence? Are they working on a movie together, maybe? It's all those things that could possibly be the reason why they had a picture taken together. But we asked Jason, and he answered the question perfectly. He goes, I don't really get into my personal life, but I'm very happy. And he basically said, yes, I'm dating Michelle Williams, but I don't want to talk about it. Right. So we all looked at each other like, there you go. There's our little nibble. There's our fucking fish. We caught one today.
It is. We set the hook.
Right. So logically, what you do is we have a lot of connections, and we want to push it out, but we're trying to work with the marketing and the marketing department here, and we had the Sirius XM web guy in here, so we're like, okay, there's your clip, put it up on Sirius XM. This is beautiful.
And it was all on video and everything.
Yeah, this is beautiful. Perfect. So I went home like, oh, that was a no-brainer. We got something out of yesterday's show because yesterday's show was very frustrating.
Right.
With the whole Cleveland broadcast going bad, but then we saved the whole fucking thing. So I'm like, all right, at least we got something. We got the Jason Segel thing. That's good.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Just before showtime. Now I go back to Sam.
Sam Roberts.
What did you tell everybody?
Do it exactly like you did when you just walked in here and told us in your inimitable fashion.
You were asking, and I got a text yesterday from a staff member here who I would think would know. I don't know. I mean, there's not that many staff members. You could probably figure out who it is. But that said PR here, Sirius XM PR.
Sirius XM PR. And honestly, I couldn't name those people. Mm-hmm. I really don't have a name associated with PR. I have no idea who they are.
They asked to put the Jason Segel quote and video up to his publicist. Meaning Jason's publicist.
Jimmy's biting his own teeth.
Is fucking having spasms.
I'll tell you why. It removes the enjoyment I have of even working here.
Yeah.
The incompetence of that. To go to the publicist.
It's just not
ask,
done.
You dumb motherfuckers. This is first of all, somebody signs saying that okay,
right?
It's a release.
But we like Jason. We don't want to throw Jason under the bus either because he's a good dude. But he said he was dating somebody. Harmless.
Right.
It's in the fucking paper. You
It's in the paper. It went out over the air.
He said it on the radio.
It was on our show.
It was broadcasted, which means I'm starting to think that Sirius XM is hoping we just broadcast in a bubble and that no one is listening to this stuff.
Yeah.
How do you now not push something that was already broadcast on the Opie and Anthony show?
What a shitty.
Do they understand what world we live in? Any blog site could take the clip from yesterday and put it up themselves.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you be the one that starts it by putting it on the Sirius XM website?
Wow.
And then what we would do as a radio show, because we're fucking brilliant, we would push everyone to the Sirius XM website going, in case you missed it yesterday, Jason Segel admitted that he's dating Michelle Williams. Right. And that would be interesting to maybe a small portion of our audience.
Here's what will happen. Somebody else will get that. Not that it's the biggest scoop in the world, but it's the idea of this is why Howard's a smart guy, because he owns his content, and he doesn't let these fucking dummies do it. That's why.
No, they don't have say over what gets released as far as his show goes with people saying things. It makes the news.
Wow.
But why would this company ask the public? We all know the publicists are the bane of our existence when we have to deal with.
Is to panic and say, no. That's what a publicist does.
A publicist would never say yes.
Right. And if it was already broadcast, game over. You put it up on the website. And then what I was telling these guys before the show, if Jason Segel or his people came to us and said, you know what, we kind of didn't want that up there, then maybe we can, kind of have a conversation with the guy. And maybe because we really like the guy, we would see it his way and go, you know what, all right. But to not push it and put it up there to begin with, without asking his people, is the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Well, I
thought I knew this whole new world we live in, and now I'm learning that now everyone has to play nice.
That's what Leno does. That's what Letterman does. That's what Conan does. Sure, when they ask a question, if they get an answer, they go to the publicist and say, can we air this?
Right,
That's what they do.
Right.
That's what you do during an interview show.
Yes.
You ask permission to air what the person said in the interview.
What they already said and what releases have been signed for and everything else, because this is the way it works in this business we call show.
Is Gary up yet?
Oh, boy.
There's another fire that is burning.
I don't know.
Well, fucking call him and fucking email him. He babysits this channel.
Wait.
I want to know I want to make sure this is exactly what's going on instead of the text you just read.
Who's the vague person or vague entity that's going to be blamed for this by management? Who's the no name, no face kind of thing that did this?
Here's what they'll say. It was like, well, they just they like to check because it's just, too many people can be affected. They just don't like to ruffle feathers. It'll be some soft, fucking fruity, fucking typical mid-level management answer, which is not. This is not in Gary. This is on the PR department.
Right. They always have an answer for everything. I was walking out with Steve Blatter yesterday, who I do like. I do like Steve Blatter. He used to kind of run the channel, but they gave him so many other hats to wear that he doesn't really run the channel anymore.
Should have walked him out to an open elevator shaft.
He kind of oversees his two boys he put in place. That's the main problem here, by the way, which I'll say again and again. Walking out with the guy, and he goes, Opie, I got to tell you, I swear, this is all on the Hard Rock Cafe, the live broadcast thing. And I go, all right, Steve, but the bigger problem is there's always a problem.
Always.
I said, maybe this time you could say it's the Hard Rock, and maybe you could sit me down and show me the paperwork where they fucked up and Sirius XM has no blame in this. I go, fine.
Right.
I go, I don't even totally believe that, to be honest with you, because the past history of everything else that got fucked up. I go, but the bigger problem here is everything has a problem. He goes, and he actually said to me, yeah, I know, and he was cool about it. And then, wouldn't you know, the next show, we got something new to bitch about.
Some new bitch.
A no-brainer video clip of him saying, I'm dating Michelle Williams, they can't put up on Sirius XM. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Fucking stink.
Yes.
It's so enraging.
I could see if I was in the bathroom, just to show you another scenario, and I try to film a lot of stuff. So let's say I go in the bathroom with the camera, and he's in there, and he's like, "Yeah, I just want to let you know, I'm dating Michelle Williams," and I got this video. I would still try to push it out there, to be honest with you.
But
if Sirius XM came to me and goes, "Look, he's pissed off. You filmed him in the bathroom, and he doesn't want that out there," then I would understand their point. But this was something that was broadcast.
It was broadcast, and we wouldn't put up anything that wasn't said on the air.
Or if he said it during commercial break and didn't realize the camera was still
that's even
rolling,
a better scenario.
That's different.
That's even a better scenario.
We would respect that because, again, he was trying to talk privately, not publicly. There's a difference.
Yeah. We're not trying to make something different than what was said on the air anyway.
God,
so it's not a secret thing that we were trying to fucking pump out there.
Utterly incompetent.
Just get some fucking press. They would have gone, if that would have been sent out to news agencies, website, whatever, people would have went like, oh, wow, that story did come up, and yeah, okay.
What's the use of doing interviews if you get no information out of people? Like, we don't get a lot of those things, and I don't even know why these guys, I don't want to say it. Just say it. Right. You dating somebody? It's not like you're fucking a guy. We outed him as a homosexual. No, he's not. He's just dating a girl.
Right.
Gives a fuck.
There's this.
It was completely safe. He gave a very safe answer, and in case people missed it, we could have the people go to the website to see the clip. Did they put a clip up there anyway?
No.
No, why would they? Why would they? Why would they?
What's the go to Sirius XM?
Holy fucking
What's the last clip from us on Sirius XM?
Ricky Gervais?
Well, you're kidding, right?
No, Ricky Gervais and Jeff Goldblum.
We just bitched about Penn Jillette, and this dope Gary doesn't even wake up and hear us and go, oh my God, the least I could do for these guys is get a Penn Jillette clip up there? Do you realize Penn Jillette, A, is really fucking famous, and B, he's even more famous because he was just kicked off Celebrity Apprentice? Wow. He couldn't be more famous than he is this week, and he was on our show, and they don't even put a clip up. That gives us respectability as a radio show that we're talking to A-list celebrities.
They stink, dude. They stink. They just stink.
They don't have that up on the site?
Well, the web team didn't.
Even after we bitched to Gary, if he's listened to the show, because I don't bitch to him directly anymore because it's useless.
The web team didn't film them, but I had my camera on.
We got video of Penn Jillette, but they don't even come to you, or where Gary doesn't go to them and say, look, we got a clip of Penn Jillette who was just kicked off Celebrity Apprentice.
They're just going to ask me why I didn't do a video.
Because there's so many radio shows here. They don't. Here's what it is. It's like working in a. It is like working in a corporation. When you do a radio show somewhere, there's a vested interest in everybody in making the show bigger because everyone kind of feels like the sales team wants to make it bigger. Blah blah blah. But here, there's so many. They don't give. There's no connection to any of them by any of the people that work in the corporation.
We don't talk about our status often, but we're literally the second biggest show here behind Howard. I mean, the sports thing you could argue because that's its own, entity. But we are the second biggest show here at Sirius XM. So I don't give a fuck about these other radio shows. I don't even know their names, and most people don't. They don't have Rashad Evans punching you. A clip that UFC thought was so good they put on their fucking UFC show. That's not up on the website. That's just a fun clip of Jim getting punched by a fucking animal.
They're afraid that Jason would not like that and then punish the other shows by not going on their other parts. So basically, we have to kind of, if we want to put something up, they're worried how it will affect the other shows. And yet, when a publicist fucks us, or when somebody doesn't come in, they don't take it out on the other fucking platform and go, well, they don't take it out on the Star and go, well, you're not going to get here then because you fucked Opie and Anthony.
Don't ever fuck us, publicists.
I know, they don't hang up their retro phone. I'm so fucking angry. It's almost just defeating.
Wait, we don't have a Cusack video up there either?
No, not that I see.
Oh, his movie's only opening tomorrow.
Yeah, he's got his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame today, too.
Oh, he did, huh?
Yeah.
And this useless company that isn't smart enough or aware enough that, holy fuck, we had John Cusack, and Opie and Anthony had a pretty good interview with him. Let's go through the interview and get a quick minute clip and put it up on Sirius XM. What are these people doing?
The company asked his publicist for something that was said on the radio show.
Yeah.
You dumb motherfuckers.
Who do we talk to?
No one. It does.
That's the
literally.
problem. There's no one to talk to.
Why talk?
Steve Blatter gives me, I know. He's
a good guy,
I
but
know.
there's nothing to be done.
And then I see Greenstein yesterday. He goes, wow, that John Lovitz clip, amazing. That John Lovitz clip, amazing. And I'm like, I wanted to call him out so bad. I'm like, okay, what? Did you walk into Blatter's office? He had the show on. You heard John Lovitz, so you figured if you see me or Ann or Jim, you'll mention how amazing the John Lovitz clip was. We had nothing to do with the John Lovitz clip.
Well, you pushed.
That was from another radio show.
You pushed the button.
He goes, it was amazing. That was amazing radio. That was amazing clip. Amazing. I just hope we get a chance to meet the new boss before, we make our decision in October.
Meet the new boss, same as the old boss, right?
I pray there's a new boss at this point. I pray.
Would be cool.
I really pray because I don't know what else to do. You look at Jimmy's face.
It's beyond. I apologize to the listeners. I know you guys want to be entertained. I really do know that.
We should do that every day.
But I know the beginning and end of the show it should be in the intro. Look, we're sorry for what you're about to hear. It's shit. But it's so frustrating when it's like something this simple, like, hey, we had an interview with a guy who we like. He said something that, all right, but some people, we put it up. It's not a gotcha moment. We're not trying to fuck him. He said it during an interview on the radio.
Oh, God.
The incompetence of the PR department.
All right, good. We got confirmation from, Gary.
Oh.
You know, Gary, one option Gary, I'm going to start calling him. And by the way, the option wasn't even an option.
No.
The option was to stay where we were and struggle through a broadcast because we can't do what we wanted to do.
The option was the same thing as the...
Remember, pull all promos. I'm coming in with options.
All right, what's the option? Well, to do the broadcast from where we said we were going to do it anyway. All right, thanks.
Conversation just now between Travis and Gary. Travis, okay, I asked. We were told, this is an exact quote from Travis to Gary. We were told the company asked his publicist, and they said no, so it wasn't released. True? Gary replied, true.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
You're never going to get a controversial clip out there then if that's your logic.
Don't make the news. Don't get any attention put on your show.
Can you now ask... ask Gary.
Everybody's contacting me all at once. Now, Roland is saying that it was passed to him, like, now it's on your plate to push it. But Roland is saying once you ask the publicist, it's on his radar. So, Roland, like, you know what I mean? Like, now...
The fact that they would ask the public... I know what you're saying. Like, we've already said, hey, can we? And then if the show pushes it, we seem like dicks.
We're specifically doing something that he asked us not to do now.
And the reality is you don't ask the publicist because he said it during an interview. How the publicist or even the artist feels about it is unimportant. Yeah. You said it during an interview.
It's out there.
And by the way, and this is, and I understand these guys have private lives, and maybe for stand-ups it's a little different because you get used to talking about yourself, and maybe some actors are uncomfortable with that. But enough already with the, you know, hey guys.
The logic behind that is really stupid.
It's fucking...
It's ridiculous. Why have a PR department if you're going to just push, milk toast clips out
Milk toast.
No one gives a fuck in this day and age.
Milk toast clips.
We all have apps. We're social networking our balls off. So all that shit out there is kind of boring, to be honest with you. But every once in a while you get a nugget like, whoa, look what we got over here. Who cares if you got a just...
Astounding. It's just astounding.
I'm literally just defeated.
But on top of that, we've had opportunities to put a Penn Jillette clip up on Sirius XM. Jason Segel, obviously, Rashad Evans, and John Cusack. That's 4 clips. Out of those 4, at least 2 to 3 of those should be up on the website. But instead, the last one is Ricky Gervais. That's over a week. That might be I don't know how long that is now.
Yeah,
a couple weeks old, I guess, at this point.
Oh, boy.
There you go. More bitching from the Opie and Anthony show.
Sorry, guys.
It's there
so enraging, man.
A fan posted the John Cusack show.
Oh, there you go.
Thank you.
On YouTube.
Thanks.
I mean...
I know a lot of things. A lot.
Name one.
I'm not going to name that one because that's important to a lot of people.
You know, a lot of it's
not going to name that.
Utter incompetence and being bad at their job. It is with a lot of companies, and it's like just knowing how to get things done and getting things done. I don't trust anybody to touch my stuff. I really don't.
Of course not. And I'll say it again. Steve,
I just don't.
Steve Blatter sat me down and said, "This Gary guy knows how to get things done."
How good that looks, by the way.
Oh God!
Look at Stern's look at Stern's Howard TV. It's beautifully shot.
Yeah.
It's got the Sirius XM logo in there. Fine. Yeah. Understandable. And the Howard TV logo.
Yeah, look at
and
that.
A beautiful shot of Howard and a beautiful shot of Cusack and a 2-shot of them.
We're filming shit all the time. If they saw it our way, ours would look good too.
Now the Sirius XM clip. This is a teaser clip, probably to get you to Howard TV.
Right.
That's why the Sirius XM logo. I imagine is the Sirius XM logo on the Howard TV thing? Probably
No,
not.
Probably not.
No, fuck no.
But this guy and his agent, the fucking business. I tell you, I don't know him at all. The business sense of that fucking Buckwald and of him, I have tremendous respect for.
Yeah.
The ability in business,
Yeah.
to navigate this garbage, this fucking corporate garbage, and not even just here, over at KRI. Tremendous respect for the business sense.
Yeah.
The ability to fucking own the shit.
And the business model was to just take care of Howard, and everyone else just kind of survive. And even Howard hates him. So, what does that say? Your whole business model was to take care of the one guy, and he hates you.
And even if it wasn't that,
Doesn't that show that there's problems here and that someone should take care of it?
But even that doesn't explain why they handle PR so terribly. Like that doesn't explain why a horrendous decision like that will be made. A little clip like that, a harmless little thing.
Yeah.
A guy said, "Yeah, I'm dating an actress. Oh, it's kind of cool." Again, it
Becomes
really
an
is a who
issue?
gives a shit thing.
Right.
He's an adult. She's an adult.
Well, that's what makes it even worse. That's what makes it even worse, that it isn't even that, excuse me, amazing of a clip. It's just good enough to push out there, and they're like, ugh. That's
I
why
guess we should
it
never
hurts
let the web
even
team
more.
in here again then. Because, they're nice, but it ain't them. They're just doing what they're told to do. It's not those guys.
No.
We should just do our own shit.
We had Paris Hilton walk down on our show, and they didn't want that clip anywhere, remember? Why would you? Why?
Yeah.
You're scared to piss off Paris Hilton? Who
Did
gives
they
a
put
fuck?
the Sirius XM put that up or no?
No.
No, and they told Opie to take it down.
Thank you, Kenny.
I had to take it down off my site.
But I think she requested no video in the release.
Right. Oh, right. Yeah.
Whatever.
Okay. If it's in the
Let
release,
us start
that's
a
one
problem.
thing. That's one thing. But this is different. This is just utter fucking.
Glad-
Can
I'm
we
glad
go
we're-
to the publicist and ask permission? What kind of a person that knows anything about the fucking business?
You'd never do that.
There's a 20 million person platform that this fucking that Sirius XM talks to.
Mm-hmm.
Will you fucking act like it? Will you act like you talk to a bunch of people and stop letting? Oh no, this particular singer might not come back. Really, dummy? Then use your fucking big balls and say, "Good." Then your shit doesn't get played.
Yeah.
You fucking blithering idiots!
They're dummies.
Wow.
See this for the first time. I didn't know there was a Twitter account that's steroid Opie, but he writes, this is going to drive Jimmy nuts. And we could do our own search. There are you ready for this? 384 other news articles about them dating within the last 24 hours.
384.
But we have actual video proof that they could throw on TV, because all these
They suck, dude.
TMZ, Access Hollywood, Entertainment Tonight, The Insider, I'm trying to remember all of them. They would love the video clip because it's visual.
Right.
They would love it.
Exactly.
They just suck, dude.
If there's
They just
384 other news articles about this, trust me, they would have taken our clip. That would have been splashed all over TV last night.
Do you
It's
know
all
I just
about
moved
video.
my phone because I want to throw it? Like I'm
Yeah,
so
yeah.
livid about the incompetence of that.
Oh, my God.
But you're right. They all would love that little video. Now, the Sirius XM, Opie and Anthony.
Oh my God! It would have the logo. It would have our names, which is great for us. It's just great for everybody.
We already know they're not going to promote the show.
It was already something that was broadcast on our show, and now we missed another opportunity.
Another
They would have
opportunity.
splashed it all over TV.
another opportunity missed. It's frustrating, man, because you want to get you want to.
Is there really 384 articles, or is it even higher now?
Well, you do a little math because one set is about their PDA, that's 24.
Yeah.
Plus another set about their PDA, that's 54, so that's 78.
Okay.
Plus,
So maybe 384 is a little high, but
well, not necessarily, because Jason Segel, Michelle Williams, Affectionate, blah, 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 is linked to 259 articles.
Ah, okay.
So that probably works out to about, 350-ish.
Yeah, 350.
so what are they trying to hide?
And how many are...
It got out there.
How many are our names in?
Wait.
None.
Jason Segel tapes sweet photos of Michelle Williams to his iPhone. 99 articles linked. So we're looking at more like about 450.
But really, how many have our names in there? It's got to be like
It's
a shitload.
all over the place. It's all over the place.
And we had the video clip.
And these
we had the video.
fucking shitheads blew it again. Again.
Yeah.
I did a search.
And Gary doesn't understand why I hate his guts professionally.
Jason Segel, Opie.
Stink.
Oh,
There's
okay.
one. I'm going to click it. And the
right.
scoop is... Ooh, there it is. Jason Segel stops by to talk about his new movie, The 5-Year Engagement.
That's the Opie and Anthony.
Google alert.
Jason Segel.
Google alert.
Yeah.
That-
Combo.
That would have been. Here's the video of him admitting he's dating Michelle Williams. I don't think he said it anywhere else.
No.
If we're being pompous, someone call us out. I really don't think he
No,
said
there
it.
isn't any video. There isn't anything like that.
No,
It's-
there's photos of them in speculation.
This
but-
would have been, they would have played it on, like, the entertainment shows. Because they love, this day and age, it's all about video. It's all about visual.
Hey,
they would have played it.
A, he's a big star. B,
Oh,
he's got a
hilarious.
movie that starts tomorrow, the 5-year engagement. It's perfect for these entertainment shows. It's perfect. It's literally
And it's
perfect.
out there.
It's
The
perfect.
incompetence is one thing.
my God.
Like the inability for them to do their job in PR is one thing.
Right.
But the fact that they hinder other stuff.
Right.
It's like, and you know what? They're going to help me promote my special and tie it in. And I almost didn't want. This is how little faith I have in the company's ability
Right.
to promote stuff. I almost didn't want
You know, you got to.
my God. I only want to promote here. Like, and maybe I'll do something on the Comedy Channel.
Yeah.
I almost don't want them to touch it. I don't want them involved with it. I would rather have my own fucking ability to promote it and do O&A,
Yeah.
obviously, and fucking maybe a little thing on the Comedy Channel and
They're like King Midas of shit.
I don't trust it.
I'll tell you this. There was this goes back probably 2 years at this point. I wanted to do a music show because I'm like, Sirius XM, what a cool platform. And I got not a weird taste in music, but I'm all over the place. So I wanted to play maybe a good example would be Johnny Cash into Alice in Chains and make it work.
Right, sure.
You know, and maybe play a deep track of Zeppelin and then move around. Maybe even play Oasis. I don't know. Maybe some MGMT. They're like, oh, wow, we'd love to have you. Oh, my God, we would love that. That'd be awesome. Good cross-promotion. They're like, could you work off a playlist? I'm like, no. That's
why?
That's what I did before I got into talk radio. I was a music jock. I hated it. That's why I started talking more. Why would I go back to a playlist? My point is that I think I could program a music show that would get some kind of an audience because it's different.
Playlist.
Could you work off a playlist? We'll give you all the songs. I think it was Lithium at the time. We'll give you all the songs Lithium plays, and you could just pick the ones you like. I'm like, no, that's not what I want to do.
Wouldn't you think they would want you to, like, hey, it's kind of interesting. Let's get Opie on there to just spin what he wants to play.
Yeah, so I stopped the conversation.
Yeah.
I just stopped the conversation. I'm like, all right, thanks. There's no way. Because that's what I did for a living for way too many fucking years.
You know who fucking does shit like that? Sam Roberts.
Sam
I don't want to fucking, you know. No offense, but, you know, fuck. Ugh.
Not exactly picking the hits, am I?
All right, well, there's today's issue. And Gary, does he have anything to say? Did he fight for us?
Last I
Was
heard,
Gary smart enough to go, well, guys, seriously, this story's already everywhere.
I am the man who will fight for your honor.
Nice.
I am the hero that you've been dreaming of.
I know that song.
Yeah.
For your honor.
Karate Kid
Karate
2,
Kid.
brother.
Yeah. But who sings it?
John, no,
Cetera?
it's Chicago.
Yeah.
Peter
Yeah,
Cetera.
Peter Cetera, I'm sorry.
It was Peter Cetera.
Which is the same thing.
Very good.
the question has been posed, is there a reason we clear clips with the publicist even though it was already aired on our show and they signed a release form that has not been met with a response?
Of course not.
And the fact that the story is out. Add that to it, too. And the fact that the story is out there. If you Google it, you'll see how many news organizations already.
Yeah.
Just terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And most of the
Fucking terrible.
most of the articles are speculation still.
Right.
But we had confirmation.
And not only
A
that,
video confirmation.
Let me also tell you something. What you heard on the air is one thing, and he did fess up to it. But when you see it on the video, he's making a certain face like, yeah. If you could read people when they're talking, and when you see the face, it's like, yeah, okay, we know he is going out.
And he said she was great.
Yeah.
And by the way, off the air he said something else, but we didn't tape that. We didn't try to sneak that
None of
onto
it-
a video. You know what I mean?
And none of us have said what he said off the air.
No.
Because we
No.
like the guy.
It's simply
None
an
of us
off the
even
air
said
thing.
it.
No.
It's not about getting
This
people
is what happened on the air.
or trapping people. He said it into a radio microphone. He
Yeah.
wasn't drunk. He wasn't in the middle of an emotional breakdown. We asked a question, and he answered it.
And
As he should have. As he should have. I mean, it was a fair thing to ask. He said yes. There are pictures in the paper. And the incompetent, embarrassingly bad PR department,
When he left the studio
Wow.
happy.
they're terrible, dude.
Happy. We talked for another 10 minutes.
Right, the fact that he talked to you at all
He's like
off
a
the air
friend now. It's
goes,
weird.
goes to say that he was perfectly comfortable with
With
the
everything that
conversation
happened.
was
Terrible.
had.
Why would you?
It's literally the worst thing I've ever heard.
Beyond me.
Ever. And I mean,
But at least we got our live broadcast figured out because we fucking put that fire out.
Well, you know what? Thank God they were able to step in, take the bull by the balls, and get us a venue. Because, the Hard Rock, they got their issues, regardless of what we do. But thank God when we said, hey, guys, crisis situation, we need some kind of venue now where we can do what we want to do and do the type of show we want to do, they fucking grabbed it and said, guys, we're on it. Within the length of the show, even before the end of the show, they had already come up with a brand new venue for us where we could do a show, broadcast, and do cherry darts. So, Opie, you know, you could bitch, but I defy you to bitch about how they handled that. Because, you know, we are going to Cleveland. We are going to a new place, the Blind Pig.
Yeah. Yep.
And
yep.
I assume they took care of everything.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. It was a phone call made to this show because we did air it on the air.
Which they didn't want us to do,
Which they didn't want us to do.
But that was us multitasking.
They wanted to wait
entertaining
till
the
10.
audience and fucking solving a major
They
problem.
wanted to wait till 10.
Oh, yeah.
They wanted to wait till
They
10.
wanted to wait.
We would have been fucked.
And we would have had that fucking one place that needed this out by 6.
Right.
Or the Hard Rock and do a fucking trivia thing and tape tape money under a seat.
Yeah, his idea was to, I don't know, put money under someone's seat.
In a Gary Pinata.
That was the one thing he said where a lot of people finally understood what we go through. A guy that's overseeing the channel should have some programming skills and know some bits here and there. His idea to save our live broadcast was to put money under one person's seat. And he's not even smart enough that if you do a bit like that, you don't broadcast it ahead of time. Because even though we're not doing it, tomorrow people will be checking under their seat.
Under the seats.
That's how stupid that guy is.
Yeah. It's beyond me.
By
the way, I listened to the replay, and I did love how many times you used skill set. Yes.
Did I say skill set a lot?
Oh, my
Such
God.
a condescending
It is the worst. It's
More
like,
than you said and.
it was hilarious because you just kept telling him, that's in your skill set. It was skill set. It's great.
I had a little guilt on the way home, and I actually had a little conversation with Jimmy that I don't even want to broadcast because we were having a moment about the whole thing. I was explaining some things, but even Kenny's like, "Oh man, was that uncomfortable?"
Oh, it got.
I didn't realize how uncomfortable it was.
It got really uncomfortable.
Got bad.
Really?
Yeah. It was the worst ever.
I was trying to be cool too because I was like, I tried not to talk too much because I wanted the listeners to hear it for themselves.
Right.
What we deal with, and I think they heard it loud and clear yesterday.
I listened back
There's
to it,
nothing
too.
going on with that guy.
It was even more uncomfortable to listen to than it was to be in here.
Yeah, pretty uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Kenny goes, man. And Kenny doesn't get
killed him.
uncomfortable with anything.
No.
You killed him
Because I felt like I was back in interrogation.
The good old days.
The good old days. Anyway, with that said, we're excited to go to Cleveland.
Oh, yes. This is going down.
Tomorrow, Sam, you're starting at 3?
Yeah.
All right, so
It's a happening.
it says 4 to 7. That's when me, Anthony, and Jim Norton will be broadcasting. But Sam's doing a little pre-show starting at 3 tomorrow, so people got to get there early. I would just say it's a 3 to 7 broadcast at this point.
Yeah.
And it's
so
first
people
come,
don't get
first serve.
confused.
Yeah, so.
The Blind Pig. Event is 21 or over. We got the $1,000 playing cherry darts. We got Jimmy smelling armpits to see if women are on their periods.
And don't wear deodorant.
Space extremely limited. Get there early.
2:30 is when the doors open.
2:30. Okay. First time back in Cleveland in 5 years. Blind Pig located at 1228 West 6th Street.
We asked the publicist if we could air it.
It's hard.
You have to
'Cause
say it out
move
loud.
On. It's hard to move on.
You have to say it out loud to grasp it.
It's like I don't know how to respond to that. It would be almost like if you said, "Hey, look, did you hear what Jason Segel said yesterday? I understand that Castro isn't feeling well." I don't know how to respond.
Right.
To Castro isn't feeling well. I don't know what to do with that.
Yeah.
I don't know how to respond to. We asked the publicist. I don't know. I want to sit that person down and just go I don't even mean this to be cruel, but how fucking dumb are you for real? As a person, as a person in this business, how bad are you at your job?
In what public relations capacity is that protocol?
And how groveling are you?
Yeah.
When is that protocol?
It's never protocol.
How groveling
Ghost protocol.
to be so afraid that the publicist will be upset But boy, let me tell you, when they fuck us and they say they're going to come in, they're doing this, and they don't come in, the fucking PR department, nobody ever hits back.
No.
So it's a one-way street. We'll suck the dick of the celebrity, grovel, beg for the fucking publicist. That would be big news, especially if it was a fucking. I couldn't think of a celebrity. I stink. I should work for PR. But I just want you to know, PR has asked me questions before, like, "Hey, do you ever want to? Could you do it?" No. And I'm so happy.
Yeah,
I have never, ever. Spoken to them about anything.
No. And we joke about it, but that's why we leave right away. Because, I mean, this fucking place will poison you if you stick around too long.
What meetings would fix that?
None.
What meetings
But they'll want to
would
have a
fix
meeting
that?
now. They'll want to have a meeting. We'll sit there and just stare into space because we've heard it all before. You know, we're still talking about other things. Still just talking about other things. So... we got the details on SiriusXM.com, but not our latest videos, that's for sure. SiriusXM.com/Opie and Anthony, even though we asked Gary for that yesterday through the radio show. You would think that he would do that at the very least. Dumb fuck. Sponsored by Steven Singer Jewelers. Don't forget Mom, this Mother's Day with a real long stem rose dipped in 24-karat gold. Visit IHateStevenSinger.com. Was this a live read or...
Yeah, that counts.
All right, good. Fucking check it off the list.
I think.
We got food. You want to eat?
Oh, let's eat. Damn it.
Hey, MSNBC made our jobs very easy today. They just played a montage of Newt Gingrich.
Yeah.
Newt Gingrich is
Take
officially
it
out
to
of
the limit.
Do they ask you permission?
Montage.
Do they ask Newt's permission?
Yes.
I guess that's what you do. When you're in a fucking medium where you talk into a microphone, you ask permission. Sure, I'm sure they ask Newt permission. Can we air this? Can we put the video up?
Jimmy, you're doing your special in 2 days. Don't worry about this fucking place.
And there's certain things
at least you got a future.
There's certain things I logistically worked out with the special where me and my manager... Jonathan is really fucking good at navigating bullshit. Because believe me, it's not just Sirius XM. I'm not.
Yeah.
You deal with any company, and you have this shit. You really do. Any one of these companies, you have to navigate nonsense.
Bullshit.
Nonsense.
Yep.
So you do it, and but I get right on the phone. Like I had something recently with a contract that I'm dealing with something else, where you can't do this for this amount of time. And I get on the phone. I'm like, give me the lawyer. I want to talk to the fucking lawyer. So I talked to him. And I'm like, this is why this is ridiculous. And he's like, oh, that's a good point. And he went back and he's working on it. Sometimes you just got to go right to the source. Fucking, you can't let other...
I don't know who the source is here.
They what they do very well. They bamboozle us into thinking it's some entity.
You find out. You sit down. I can tell you off air who one of the sources are, and then there's the other source. One of the higher up source I'm going to see before I leave.
Yeah.
That guy?
He may know that. He may not know that. He may not even know that happens. He may not. I don't know.
Yeah, he'll give you some weird fucking...
Maybe.